You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. Go there if you have questions. A young man writes. I'm just gonna say young man because it's like I read 80 fucking thousand pages and at the bottom, oh, by the way, don't mention my name. It's like, fuck, damn it. You can go to AssholeConsulting.com if you want an angry, pissed off man like me to answer your questions, which you really should. Anyway, hi asshole, repeat customer here. I'm an electrical computer engineering student and currently generate roughly $15 to $30 per hour contracting my skills to startups and other contractors. That's great, dude. 15 to 30, that's 30 to 60 grand a year. That's not bad at all. Client base is growing somewhat organically, but is still very much lacking, partly due to my school commitment. Can't take on too many jobs at once, no super large jobs and no high priority jobs. Money from this income stream is about $500 a month. Because of how life played out, I have zero internship experience. Doesn't matter, dude. You put this stuff on your fucking resume. This is great that this is your internship. You're like your own man. This is better than an internship. You're a self-employed man getting your own experience. It's just, you're doing great. Furthermore, my job applications keep getting rejected, and I have no internship lined up this summer and no job after I graduate in December. I'm not sure if I should be panicking and getting desperate for employment or just going harder on contracting. Look, I just did a video on why internships are bullshit, okay, and they are. Now, every once in a while, certainly you can find a good internship working for another boss, but this right here is just as good. Probably even better because most internships, again, are bullshit and you're not going to get anywhere near the experience, but this is the real world economy, the labor market telling you that your skills are in demand. So I would just put then contract, just put that right down, contracting. Or name a company, come up with a name for your company and just put that down there. And this will be more than adequate to suffice for your internship experience. Although I want to run my own contracting/consulting firm in the future, I see the following eventually getting a normal job for 1 to 2 years after I graduate. Stable income. My combination of major, college, and GPA is supposed to line me up for an $80,000 per year job. Although even a $60,000 per year job will do the trick. Well, you kind of already have the beginnings of that if you're billing out at $30 an hour. Even with the gradual growth, I won't be able to pull together anywhere near that much worth of contracts. Also, I'll have no money by graduation, no debt either since my parents... I'll have no money by graduation, no debt either since my parents are paying for college. Oh, I should charge you more. God dang it, I should charge you a lot more. Just kidding. And I'd like to put together some buffer cash ASAP. Get experience working in a full-time corporate environment so I could penetrate that market in the future and also get the skills on someone else's dime. 3, one free client. Whichever company I get at a job, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be able to get work as a contractor. Okay. On the other hand, I'm talking with people about my situation. They're saying maybe I'm just not cut out for normal jobs. That's true. That could be it. Also, if I take a job that requires me to move, i.e. most of them, I'll probably lose half my clients. But if that's the case, better take the hit sooner than later. Another variable, currently I'm going to a mid to high-end companies in either automation or military contracting. Haven't been putting as much thought into lower-end companies. Maybe I should. All right. The only thing that you are right about or concerned about, where you should be concerned, is that if you take a job away from where your current contracts are, you'd have to go and build up your contract base. But what you got to do, you got to listen to Les Grossman. You got to listen to what the world's saying. All right, you got to listen to what the world's telling you. The world is telling you got skills that people want already, and that's a very good thing. And whereas you may not be cut out for normal 9-to-5 job work, you don't know that yet. Getting rejected by companies just like getting rejected by girls. You're going to have to get rejected 9 times before you get an interview, and even then you get rejected. So don't let that bother you. You won't know if you are qualified for, made, or cut for 9-to-5 normal job work until you actually get it. So what I would say is just keep on going. Don't worry. What year are you? I'm a student. Okay, you wrote this in what? February. You graduate in December. You still got a year left. Okay, so you're a senior. Or no, you're not a senior. You're roughly a senior. A little bit off schedule there. All right, so you got a year left. You got your senior year. Keep applying for the jobs, obviously. But what I would do is if you can get more contracting work do that. In other words, look, you got the majority of your work done. You got this handful of classes you got to take. I would spread that out. I would start trying to get more work, get more contract work, and see if you can't turn that into a full development. Because, dude, if you can do that, if you can get full-time work and live off of it, you will have achieved the dream that most people don't achieve until they're 50 or 60. Most people never achieve it, and that is self-employment, which would be great. Now, I know you'd like to go and work for a corporate gig. I know you'd like to go and work, and nothing says you can't. Maybe you could do this contracting stuff on the side. But between now and December, if you can get enough income that you could live off of it, make as much income as you want, maybe even make more, then you're in the world's perfect position. You never have to apply for a job again. You're your own boss. You don't answer to some fucking 23-year-old, 8-year-old cunt that doesn't fucking even know what integral calculus is. She doesn't even know what algebra is. Yeah, I did that good at math. Fucking cynical libertarian society. He's talking about a gal he run into. She's an English major? Was she an English teacher? She was an English major. And she's like, is 2/3 and 3/4 the same thing? Oh my goodness. I mean, fuck, you gotta answer to those guys. No, you don't have to. You wanna know why? Because you're self-employed. You're living the American dream before you graduate from fucking college. Alright? So I would listen to what the world is telling you. The world is telling you they like your skills for whatever you're doing. You may not find it very exciting. You're just like, oh, I'm only making $30 an hour. Dude, in the fucking 90s if I made 30, I mean, well, of course it's inflation. You're doing great. So I would definitely follow up. What I would do personally, it's just me, I drop down to half-time at school and I pursue this, all right? And maybe not even drop down to half-time, but I would put all my free time into trying to get more clients. And if I did get more clients and there was money coming, like, oh my God, they agreed, I'd start to scale down on school and I'd start to do more contracting work. And right now, because you have a really good other offer, this is like having two hot girls. You can play them off against each other. You got school. You don't need to necessarily go do this work. So I would start billing out at $30 an hour. And if you don't get $30 an hour, then you go and you work at school. But if all of a sudden you get $30 an hour, what are you, some 21-year-old cunt? Jesus Christ, $30 an hour at 21 years old. Look at you, man. And it's your own. It's your fucking own money. Answering to fucking nobody. I would do the contract work. And kind of like have that, like at 20, I gotta get 25 or more. Otherwise, if I don't get 25, I go to school. But if I get 25 or more, well, then I'm gonna go do contract work. And you can bid up even higher than that. So play that game a little bit. Get a feel for what you can command in the market. If you get that, scale back on school, ramp up contracting. And then you can balance it. Like also, you don't got a lot of contracts, you don't have big projects to take on. Well, then you could take an extra class. All of a sudden, a big contract comes in, you don't take as many classes. Because you're getting paid to be an engineer already. So I would start, this is an opportunity you don't want to just like, well, I have to go to school because everyone says I have to go to school. You'll go to school, don't worry, you'll get your degree. Don't stop, take some classes at night, whatever you got to do. But I would start paying attention to the labor market, see what you can get. Certainly nothing wrong with $40 an hour, and, and all of a sudden you get a really good contract. And here, dude, here's the thing. Look, the guy, they ask you, hey, we'd like you to work on this project. Say, I'd like to, but I got school. And I got all these other contracts. I mean, unless you can pay me 45, unless you get 50, go for 50, say. Unless you can pay me like $50 an hour or something. And then they'll like, we can pay you $50 an hour. You'd be amazed how much you try and lowball you young, dumb kids. Say, I need at least $50 an hour, because I really got to get done. Man, and you know what? You're never done with school with the guy. Oh, I got to get my master. Oh, I got to get to school. I'd like to help you out, Bill. Yeah, I really appreciate the $35, but boy, I haven't finished my degree. I really like it. It'd have to be like, I don't know, $70 an hour. Well, don't go 70, but yeah, I don't know. Float that $50 an hour one. It's not going to hurt you because you got school. And then, you just, well, look, hey, I appreciate the offer, but I got to get back. I got to get my degree. My parents are going to kill me. And, unless you were paying me like $50 an hour or something, I really couldn't be able to handle that. And then don't be surprised if they say yes. If they say, oh, yeah, we can't handle 50, that's cool. Go right back to school. But yeah, dude, play this one up, man. Do not pass up the opportunity. Look, school ain't going anywhere. Still going to be there. They'll still take your parents' money, all right? And your parents should not be ashamed. I think they should be proud that you are getting self-employment and contracting out. That's great right there. But yeah, and then the final thing this is going to get your toe naturally dipped wet in entrepreneurship. This and you'll be able to. The next step would be for you to learn a little bit about accounting and tax deductions. Because are you writing off your computer now? Why not? You're getting paid contracted work and you're using your computer to do it. You should be writing off your computer. Are you writing off part of your cell phone bill talking to your clients? Are you writing off the mileage on your car that you spend going to the client's site? You're not? Why aren't you? Because that's one of the benefits of entrepreneurship is you get to have legitimate tax deductions associated with expenses doing the business for your clients. So yeah, I know you're trained and conditioned to want to go and get the corporate job. Nothing wrong with that. But you owe it to yourself this next year to see if you can't get yourself $50, $40 an hour or whatever, a little bit more contract work. Because, man, I can't guarantee you, but I guarantee you, you're going to go work that 9-to-5 job and you're going to be working for some fucking dipshit boss. And the work you're going to do is going to be nowhere near as cool or varied or under your command and control as this stuff. So I think you should do one of those big projects. Maybe come up on summer, take a little bit of time off from school. I absolutely think you should do that. And don't worry if all of a sudden you screw up, you took on a contract that delays your graduation by 6 months. So what? You got paid. So, anyway, best of luck to you. Go and kick ass. If you guys got questions, go to assholeconsulting.com. Read my blog, CaptainCapitalism.blogspot.com. Get my books. You can find them on Amazon.com. We have the Clarity Podcast. You can find that on SoundCloud.com. Best of luck to all of you. Tools.